of the 12-part series that is meant to teach you how to unlock abundance, wealth, and financial security through your personal blueprint or your natal chart. And if you haven't seen part 1 or 2 of this series yet, I recommend watching the previous parts linked. I don't know how I don't remember this by now. It's linked in one of these little corners. I recommend watching part 1 and part 2 here first. And no, that is not a demand. I'm not your mother. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You can do what you want. You're a free spirit, and trust me, I love it when people act free, but trust me, I just strongly recommend it. Not only because it will provide you incredible background to the points that I'm going to talk about in this video, but also for the sake of not being too redundant throughout the duration of the series, I'm gonna cut to the chase or to the meat and potatoes of the subject matter in this video. No fluff, no redundancy. I'm cutting to the chase. So you better watch part 1 and part 2 if you don't know what I'm gonna talk about here. Because in this video, we will be touching on how to attract material wealth and abundance, however that looks for you. I know it's different for everybody, using the 4th house in your natal chart using derivative astrology. Let's go whoosh. So pull up your handy dandy little makeshift money chart that we made in parts 1 and 2. Look at your natal chart's 4th house and notice that when the math is mathing, this is now your money chart's 3rd house. And just for a 101 astrology refresher, the 3rd house in astrology deals with your communications and how you relate to your immediate environment. Whether it's how you learn or research on a very core level, whether it relates to your skills, whether it relates to how you communicate. If, let's put the little math equation up here, if you plus interaction plus immediate environment, if all of these are in your little cocktail, then you sprinkle a little magic and then boom, you see that these all relate to your 3rd house in astrology. While the 4th house deals with your roots, it does touch on your home and family. I know some people have a very different view of family. I get it. I'm with you there. But at the very least, it is your innermost self with the co-presence of your IC. And a little summary is that it just relates to your foundations. It relates to your core. That is the 4th house, okay? Don't complicate it. This means that your home life, whether in the past or present, your roots and your innermost self at its core, and understanding what this truly means for you, which is all related to your natal chart's 4th house, this serves as the immediate environment. It becomes the 3rd house in your money chart that you need to feel in sync with in order to give yourself the best shot at material security and success. Trust me, this will make sense soon. Because how safe and secure you feel, how much you understand your 4th house does affect your ability to properly put yourself out there in the world. Because when one isn't feeling safe, you communicate at a level of survival, or what some people call survival mode. Trust me, I've been there. And when you're in survival mode, as you know, it becomes a lot harder to thrive. In fact, it becomes nearly impossible, which is why so many people are trapped once they live a life in survival mode. And I know we live in a world that just, it reeks of competition. It reeks of a focus of material success. Like, trust me, it's disgusting. I get it. That kind of drive sometimes makes it hard for us to feel safe. But what if I were to tell you that even if abundance for you looks differently than what is stereotypically portrayed, even if it just means buying all the blankets and cats and living on a farm in the middle of nowhere, no matter what it looks like, that feeling safe within yourself is the key to understanding how material success and security can look, but also how to achieve it. Sounds a bit weird, I get it. And you're probably like, huh? Think about it. If you're nourished, if you're well rested, you've got your 8 hours of sleep or more, depending on how much sleep you need or less, because everybody's different. If you're feeling well, if you're connected to your roots, no matter how that may look, it helps your body, your mind, and your spirit, no matter what state it's in and what your personality looks like, to objectively operate better. to understand your potential, to be smarter, to be more energetic, to let go of all the stresses that are tensing you up and holding you back from properly emitting your energy into the world. Like, think about it. I think that's just common sense. Now that we got this out of the way, I will go over tips and tricks to help you actually understand your fourth house so that you can heal all that needs to be healed, understand all that needs to be understood, and become one step closer to attracting more abundance into your life. Why do I look bald? That's okay. I put my hair up because I need to wash it. The first thing you want to do is to understand how the sign of your fourth house influences your home life, your sense of security, and how it affects your ability to embody your roots. Now, I've listed some traits for each zodiac sign right here and how they directly relate to your fourth house. Whoosh! Put it up on the screen. I already did it, but I'll just do it again. This is just part of the picture. Remember that. We still need to get into the details. And note, similar to prior parts, it might be helpful to make a note of the sign in your fourth house directly, as well as the sign that contains your fourth house ruler. Take a note of both. I'll put up the screenshot again. Whoosh. Leave it there for a few seconds. And in case you don't know what planet is ruling your fourth house, which if you don't know by now, it's okay. I have a bad memory sometimes too. Check the description. It'll help. Now, if this base doesn't fully resonate, it's because you need to understand the splash of colors that define your fourth house. To understand the colors being splashed onto the canvas of your fourth house and what makes you feel safe and at peace and at home, you want to look at the following factors that I'm going to put on the screen. Whoosh. You want to look at planets within your fourth house, the planetary ruler for your fourth house and its location, and any aspects made to any of the involved planets in steps 1 and 2. And planets within your fourth house will add the below traits or influences to the base canvas of your roots. Imagine similar to strokes of paint on a canvas. We're going to put this on the screen. Whoosh. Make a note of both planets in your fourth house as well as the planetary ruler of your fourth house. So if you're saying, hey, but Kristen, I got an empty fourth house, this is why. So an example is that if you have Mars in your fourth house, your vigor, your determination, and your ability to act are strongly related to your roots, your innermost self, and or your home life. Or let's say you have Saturn in your fourth house. Then a level of responsibility, perhaps restriction to some degree, but also diligence and determination is related to you and your roots, whether this is something you enjoy or it's something that brings you pain. Something about your home life have instilled these values upon you, or they have been done onto you in some way. Then now, when you look at the ruling planet of your fourth house, this will add the finer details, or like I say, the flavor or the seasoning or the little pen strokes. Imagine I'm holding a pen. I don't have a pen on my desk. To your roots and sense of innermost security. So let's say that you are a Capricorn fourth house, for example. This makes your fourth house ruler your Saturn. And now let's say your Saturn is in the sign of Pisces. Perhaps this adds a level of duty and responsibility tied to your roots in your home life, related to the topics of Piscean compassion, creativity, or forgiveness, aka maybe practical idealism is involved, whether it's something that you easily relate to or it's something that you fight to achieve. These are all themes that could be related due to the ruler, but apply this logic with your own ruler because we all got different signs in our fourth house. Now, once you have the canvas and all of the flavors figured out, you want to see what aspects are affecting all of the involved planets, whether it's a planet in your fourth house or the ruler. Look at every single planet that is aspecting any of the involved players discussed earlier. And tense aspects involved effort and sometimes struggle relating to that planet, while flowing aspects may indicate traits that come a little bit more naturally. Could be gifts, could be blessings. All aspects are blessings, they just come a little bit easier when it's a flowing aspect. And usually when issues connecting to your home life, your roots, or your innermost self is involved, it's because of one of three things. Number one is that any tense placement or aspects to your fourth house planets or fourth house ruler have led to you not feeling safe or secure within your own home. Trust me, I got some tense fourth house placements. I went through a little bit of trauma. I get it. It's hard. It is a factor that affects it though, and it's something that we gotta live with. Number two is that any flowing aspects to your fourth house planets or fourth house ruler become so innate to your being that you fail to recognize what is working in your favor in the realm of your home life. Or another factor is that the sign of your fourth house or the house and sign of the fourth house's ruler's location, that is a mouthful, may have given you experiences that have impacted your ability to connect to your roots or your view of your roots itself. And if you aren't sure what a specific aspect actually points to in your chart, I recommend using Google or an AI generator such as Microsoft Copilot and typing the following template. You want to put planet, aspect, fourth house, planet, natal chart meaning with examples. And again, list the relevant houses that is included in the template. You can do so with both planets if that's helpful because it'll give you a little more insight, you know? And so, you know what comes next. How do you heal this? Number one is that understand all of the moving parts in your fourth house and write down real life examples, both positive and negative. You want to do both because all aspects have both for how these areas of your life have played out because understanding is key. Number two is that realize that pressure makes diamonds. Having tense placements, planets, or aspects in your fourth house doesn't mean you can never find safety, but instead, develop a drive using the energy of your fourth house configuration in order to obtain feelings of security. An example is if you have a malefic in your fourth house, I know I've been there, actively work towards creating a home life that is fulfilling and full. I have Mars in my fourth house and I own this condo. You gotta work for it. It's hard, but it is so worth it when you feel safe. And number three is adopt one new habit within your daily life that celebrates your unique fourth house blueprint. AKA, if your fourth house is an Aquarius and you have an Aquarius Uranus, do one thing a day to exercise that Uranus and Aquarius placement, such as an odd decoration, spontaneous home life routines. Do something to satisfy the craving. I have Venus in my fourth house and I put a tapestry on my wall. It satisfies the cravings and it fits the bill. And if you aren't sure how to positively channel a specific aspect in your chart, again, Google or an AI generator is your best friend and use the following template. Positive ways to channel a planet, square/opposition, fourth house planet, aspect in your chart. I'll show you an example if it doesn't make sense.
So I typed a real aspect that I have in my real life chart and AI called me powerful. That's pretty cool. And I got a long list of advice that I could use to channel the square aspect to my fourth house Scorpio Venus. And this is something you can do with any aspect in your chart and you can ask clarifying questions.
And remember that you don't need to be perfect with getting in touch with your roots in your home life to attract abundance. I have a fourth house in Scorpio, so I get what it's like to be insecure. Trust me. And if the fourth house represents the immediate environment you use to attract abundance, then understanding and embodying your roots and finding ways to develop a sense of safety and security, no matter how chaotic or negative your roots may have been historically, will help you to communicate and emit an energy that can help you attract abundance in whatever way that means for you. A really good example is my YouTube channel. So I used to have a lot of roommates that, I don't want to say they were all bad because they weren't all bad, but I used to have roommates to the point where I never had a private space. And I wanted to start an astrology YouTube channel for years, but because I never felt like safe in my own home, which is, it's kind of the thing with the Scorpio fourth house, so you kind of like your privacy in your home, you know, I never started the video or I never started a YouTube channel. It took me years to start this, even though I've been such a fan for years. And that has blocked me from opportunities, potentially. It has blocked me from doing the things I'm passionate about, which, maybe one day it'll make me money. It's not necessarily the goal, but it could. You never know. And it was once I acted on my Scorpio Mars in my 4th house, and I worked to obtain a secure sense of home, that I was able to get my own office. And now that I have my own office, I am more motivated to work. And so whatever your 4th house looks like, trust me, it is a communicative tool that can help you attract abundance, because even if this pursuit earns me no money, I am so much more confident in my day job. I'm so much more confident in myself after starting to film these videos. And who knows what that will bring me, even if it has nothing to do with astrology. And so I hope this video is helpful. I really, really do. I plan on posting videos soon with weekly forecasts about important upcoming transits, so that if you want to understand how your placements in your chart are going to affect you at any given time, I'm going to be one of those girlies. But trust me, I'm going to go a little bit deeper than the traditional video, and I hope that helps. And if you are having questions about, or if you are having issues understanding your 4th house, leave a comment below. I don't have a lot of followers, let's be real. Don't have a lot of commenters. If you comment your configuration, I'll give you a little interpretation on where to start, what to look at, and how that may look for you. And in the future, I will post the following parts of this series. I think this is part 3. Yeah, no, this is part 3, so I'm going to be posting, oh my gosh, I'm going to be posting 9 more videos on this. And I'm hoping that this is actually helpful, because I spent a lot of time on this theory, and I'm just here to help. I'm here to help you learn. I'm here to help you grow. I'm here to help you. Oh my gosh, there's a bird that just crashed outside. I am here to help you become abundant, because trust me, we all need a freaking breather. And feeling safe in ourselves, like, we just need this. We need this as a collective, and I hope that this video helps you in some way. Oh my god, I just realized my reflection back there. Oh my god, you guys can see how bad my posture is. And until next time, hopefully this video helps, and I will see you in another video. Please subscribe.